What is up, everybody? It is that time. Vegas Madness Conference basketball all over Las Vegas, and we are here at the Orleans Arena, site of the West Coast Conference Tournament. Next week it'll be the WAC tournament, but right now we're talking about the West Coast Conference. We've got Mountain West going on over at the Thomas & Mack. That started today, so we'll get you the updates on what went on over there. Really heats up tomorrow when UNLV is in action. Pac-12 men's tournament starts later this week. We're going to have everything for you here, and each night, make sure you join us for our recap. We are calling it Vegas Madness tonight. I just made that up, but hey, we're going with it, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be here all week at thereviewjournal.com. Adam Hill here with you from the West Coast Conference Tournament, and it was ugly, as you can see behind us. 81-50, St. Mary's rolls, a game I thought a lot of people believed would be competitive. It was not, and we have St. Mary's moving on tomorrow. They'll play Gonzaga. Gonzaga, a 77-68 winner earlier today. That should be a fun one. And in the women's final tomorrow, the same teams, Gonzaga, St. Mary's, they'll meet. We saw Gonzaga get by San Francisco 77-46. St. Mary's was 59-49 over the same BYU team that they met on the men's side. Ben, you were here all day. You got to see a lot of the action. First of all, which game is more competitive tomorrow? Gonzaga, St. Mary's in both men's and women's. Women's at 1, men's at 6. Which game is more competitive?
I'm actually going to give the edge to the men on this one being more competitive. The Gonzaga women have been dominant in this tournament so far. I don't think anyone can slow down Jill Barta. She's just been a star for them. And I'm really interested how the St. Mary's men's team is playing right now. Coach Bennett talked after the game. They're really heating up offensively at the right time. They've had a good defense all season. And Gonzaga did not play its best game today, I thought. I thought they hung around a little bit too much. It was a close game at the end, which no one really expected. So St. Mary's really seems to be peaking right now, where Gonzaga has been feeling itself out a little bit in the last game. So I think the men's game has a better chance to be more competitive.
I think it's going to be a really fun game tomorrow. Tonight we saw, I think Gonzaga believed they'd get a big lead, maybe pull some starters, get some rest. In fact, we saw St. Mary's able to do that on the other side, and they shot lights out. If they can keep that going tomorrow, they can keep the game competitive with Gonzaga. It wasn't competitive during the season. Gonzaga kind of owned the series, but anything can happen in March, and we'll find that out all week long at all of these conference tournaments. So big day here, as we said, 1 o'clock for the women, 6 o'clock for the men. Those are championship games. It's Gonzaga and St. Mary's in both those. Had some tournament action over the Thomas & Mack as well. The women's event got underway. Give you some scores from there. The higher seed team won all, really better seeded team, I should say, won all 3 games. No upsets in that tournament. San Jose State 76, San Diego State 58. Fresno 62-57 over Reno. That's the 7-10 game. And in the 6-11 game, it was competitive, but Utah State gets by 46-40. That sets up quarterfinal Tuesday tomorrow. UNLV women in action. 8:30, the final game of the quarterfinal day. They'll play Utah State in the 3-6 game. That will be a fun one, and we'll be there after that game, bringing you our Vegas Madness Tonight update over there. Earlier in the day, they get started with 1 versus 8, Colorado State, San Jose State. 2:30 is Boise and New Mexico in the 4-5 game. Wyoming and Fresno play at 6 in the 2-7 game. All right, we'll get you all the action here tomorrow. But who's the player to watch? I'm going to spring this on you. Tomorrow night in this game, the men's game, as Gonzaga plays St. Mary's, who's the key player that could change the outcome and that could impact the game the most?
I think it's center Jock Landale for St. Mary's. It's really going to come down to whether St. Mary's can control the painted area against Gonzaga, so he's going to be matched up with a lot of their big guys. Shemet Karnowski, who's a 7'1" center for Gonzaga. Zach Collins, the local kid, who have a feature going out tomorrow on him. So Gonzaga's really good in the paint. If center Jock Landale can control that for St. Mary's, they have a great chance of coming out with a win.
Nice plug. I like that. Make sure you check out all the information we have going on over at reviewjournal.com. Follow on Twitter as well, at RJ Sports. We've got the hashtag Vegas Madness going. Follow Ben here tomorrow with all the great stuff from the West Coast Tournament. Where can people find you on Twitter?
At Ben S. Gotz.
There you go. Spell that. That's a tough.
Gotz.
There you go. So follow him on Twitter at Adam Hill LVRJ. I'll be bouncing around as well. Heidi Fang, our great videographer. She's the best. You can follow her at Heidi Fang. She'll be at these tournaments as well. We will have everything for you. Just stay tuned. Anything you want to know about college basketball in Las Vegas this week, follow along. Vegas Madness will be here with you every single night. Get used to it.